Rosie Michelle Talley, Executive Creator of the Newlywed Guru, and today we are going to do a Moroccan table scheme. And I am with my good friend Rosie. Hi,
Hello.
Rosie. Rosie Moore of 27 Miracle Wedding Consulting. And thank you for helping me out today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I know on a previous video we showed how to do a formal dining setting, but I want to show how you can easily go from a formal setting and create a theme.
Okay.
And so today's theme I chose was Moroccan. So let's get started, okay?
Okay.
Tell me about the tablecloth.
The tablecloth is a burgundy color. It does not need to be in white because white will depict more of a formal setting. And if you don't have anything that is really fancy and it's burgundy this way, you can certainly use it. You can turn it around, you can fold it, you can make it in different ways just to bring a different look to the table.
Yeah, I agree. And it's okay to layer, right? If you have different
Yes.
colors, and for Morocco, they're very
Yes.
big on vibrant pinks and burnt oranges.
orange.
So it would be, if we had those, it would have been okay to layer those,
Yes,
correctly?
absolutely, and you can use it as a overlay.
Yeah, that would have been really nice to do too. So let's start showing how, let's just introduce what some of these pieces are, okay?
Absolutely.
So these are called tagines, and this is what you would serve the entree in. A typical Moroccan meal consists of lemon chicken and maybe some lamb. So you would serve this in here. The authentic way to do is have it brought out on a big platter and everyone kind of serves theirself. But I just thought these were so pretty, so I had to show these. Yeah. And as far as the napkins, well, we're just going to do some simple ones.
Sure.
These are very simple. You can have these napkin holder rings are very inexpensive. You can pick up these anywhere. I actually got these at Pier 1.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, go ahead and show us how you would do the napkin rings.
It's very simple because this is informal. We don't need to be folding like probably our moms did when we were growing up, but you take it here in the middle and then you can just slip the napkin ring right through it. Just make sure your tag is not showing, and then you have a simple napkin.
Now, how about if we didn't have any napkin rings? Is there anything that we can use, or can we, what else could we do?
Well, you know what? Sometimes I've been in a pinch and I've said I don't have nice napkin ring holders, or I want to go informal. And you know what? May I borrow one of your bracelets?
Oh, certainly.
This is what you do to invent a different look.
Oh, that's cute.
And it serves as a good idea to be different. And they don't all have to be the same. That's the nice thing about having an informal gathering.
So you can use different jewelry you have, or different bracelets, whatever
Exactly.
you use. It kind of just brings out your personality, right?
Exactly. Because
Fantastic.
it is your dinner.
Well, I'm taking this back, Rosie, because I need it.
Sure, we'll flip
And
this one.
girl has to have her jewelry. Remember, don't leave home without it. The next step that we want to do is kind of show how the place setting is. In Morocco, one of the things that is served is a tomato-based soup, and it's called a harira. I believe that's how it's pronounced,
Exactly.
a harira. And it's a tomato-based soup, so I just thought this little decorative bowl would be cute to use as a soup bowl. I know a lot of you have just gotten married and you've gotten all these wonderful, beautiful wedding gifts. So I just want to show how you can mix and match some of your pieces to make it interesting, to make it creative, and to make it you. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is before you sit down, or while you're sitting down, the host would actually come around, and it's traditional for them to do hand washing for you. So you would use something. I brought some of these. This is called would be rose water, and the hostess would actually just pour it in your hand, and you would do that, and then take a little hand towel and hand it to the guests, and they would dry it off. So I thought that was neat. There's another way you can do that. You can have a big bowl, and then the hostess would pour, you'd hold your hands over the bowl. The hostess would pour the water. Again, you'd wash and then dry. So
That's perfect.
I thought that is neat. We should start doing that more here with us.
Exactly.
As far as the way the silverware is set up, very easy. Very, you want your knife. You want the ridges pointing towards the plate, so you lay those down. Then you have your dinner fork and your salad fork, and it's pretty simple. That's about it. Of course, your entree plate, and this is what you would put your roasted and your lemon chicken, as well as your lamb on.
Right.
Okay.
And if we had some couscous, we would also serve that as well.
Exactly. Now, couscous is an interesting type of vegetable. It's actually not rice. I found out it's little tiny pasta.
Exactly.
I always thought it was rice, little tiny rice, but it's a little tiny pasta, and typically in Morocco, you would serve it with lots of vegetables, 7 types of vegetables, roasted bell peppers. What are some of the other ones that you would use?
Cabbage.
Carrots,
Carrots.
yeah. So it's whatever you have at the home, but you mix that up with the couscous, and you can find couscous very simple in the grocery stores now. It's easy access to it. And of course you have your water goblet. So that's kind of pretty much the table scheme. After dinner, you could serve dessert and use something interesting, something like just a little color. This is what your dessert, and then you'd also want to serve it with tea. Tea is very common in Morocco. The tea would be served, whoops, wrong one.
Actually, it isn't. They could also serve the tea in there.
Oh, they could serve the tea
Yes,
in here
they
also?
can.
Okay, wonderful.
If they prefer tea or if they prefer coffee.
Coffee, okay.
Yes.
And then also, these are the little authentic tea glasses. And you would serve that right along with your warm mint tea.
Mint tea. That is
Wonderful.
a typical tea for Morocco is mint tea.
This is such a cute setting, and it's informal. You're mixing a little bit of formal with the informal, different textures, different colors. I really love this setting.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, so thank you so much. We appreciate you tuning in. We're going to have more interesting videos to show you. Rosie, thank you again
Thank
for
you for
coming
having me.
by. And you all have a great day. Bye.